morning. The Fox 61 Morning News starts now.
And right now at 6 o'clock, we got breaking news overnight. The Justice Department has issued some fresh accusations against former President Trump for his and his lawyers' handling of classified documents.
What our state is doing to remember the lives lost in the opioid epidemic.
Also, school bus safety still on the minds of many parents. Have you ever wondered why they don't have seatbelts? Turns out there are several good reasons, and we will explain them for you.
6 o'clock Wednesday morning. Good morning to you. Thanks so much for starting off your day here at Fox 61. I'm Erica Arias.
And I'm Tim Lammers. Good morning. We hope your Wednesday's off to a good start. And it's a big day in West Hartford, Meriden, Middletown, and others. They're all heading back to class this morning as we take a live look across the state. Sorry, getting my words mixed up. We're back to that time of year where Mohegan Sun's going to be in the purple filter for a little while.
Purple haze. All right, we're talking about the first day of school weather. Big day for a lot of kids. Do they need the umbrellas and the rain jackets?
No, I don't think so. I mean, there's a couple of raindrops this morning, but I don't think it's going to be much in the way of rain.
Hi.
It's like the voice from above. Good morning to you. Nice to have you along on this Wednesday. A little rain this morning overnight. Couple of drops, always badly needed, never nearly quite enough. Already winding down. Heat's going to take a pause for the next couple of days as we dry up the humidity level a little bit for the second half of your day. Labor Day holiday weekend. Mixed bag at this point. We'll show you that coming up. 69 degrees in Hartford, 72 in New Haven. It's fairly warm out there. Look at Groton with 74 degrees. Look at the dew points. Yes, they're high in Groton. I see you with 70, but we got mid-60s up in the northwest. And believe it or not, that dry air is going to spread in nicely over the course of the next few hours. A little bit of rain left over up in Windham County. Let's go to the quiet corner. Putnam and Pomfret along the 395 corridor down through Killingly, Plainfield, back over into Ashford, Eastford. Already dry at Yukon. They've already been in school for a couple of days, not their first day. Here's the bigger picture. You can see a decent amount of thunderstorms going right through Boston, down through Plymouth and the Cape. Not coming back this way. What we have are temperatures that are going to be a little coolish. 81 degrees the high, emerging sunshine, and a northwesterly wind. Not a bad Wednesday at all. So get these last raindrops out of the way. We'll be good to go. We'll talk about what's in store when the rain is coming back. It does play into the weekend. Coming up in a bit. Rachel Piscatelli, first time not only do I get to say hi to you this week, but first time I get to say hi to you via boxes in a while.
Good morning, Matt.
Good morning.
Good to see you.
Nice
Hope you enjoyed a couple days off.
Always good.
All right, we'll talk about it later. 6:02 here in the CTDOT Traffic Center. And in terms of your drive times this morning, things are overall looking pretty good. We had some road work wrapping up, but no major delays. There are also some road work, though, that I want you to be aware of on 91. This is going to be out by exit 20 and 17. There is some road work that'll be out there through about noontime or so may causing a couple of delays just because a couple of lanes are also blocked because of that road work. But right now, it doesn't look to be impacting your drive times. Rocky Hill to Hartford at 7 minutes. Cromwell to New Haven's 22 and 91 to 84. Along the 691, it's around an 8-minute drive. We'll take a look on the roads. Brantford, I-95 had some earlier road work, but traffic is running smoothly on both directions. And out in Waterbury, 84 east and westbound, it is smooth sailing too. We'll have another update for you at 6:30, guys. We'll send things back over to you. Good morning.
Rachel, good morning, and thanks so much. All right, 6:03, breaking overnight. The Justice Department says classified documents were likely concealed and removed from former President Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate intentionally, trying to obstruct the federal investigation.
Let's turn now to Fox 61's Julia LeBlanc. She's live in the newsroom. A lot to go over here, Julia. Good morning.
Hi, good morning to you. There sure is. Yeah, this all breaking through a court filing late Tuesday night, and we now have a better grasp of the timeline of events here, which details months of the FBI asking Trump representatives to cooperate and unfortunately getting little to nothing in return from them. Now, eventually, the FBI issued a subpoena asking for the classified documents, even calling on the Trump representatives to look for them themselves. This report shows that Trump's legal team then told the FBI they conducted a diligent search of the property and found no documents. Now, at this point, it turned into a criminal investigation, and the FBI issued a search warrant and visited the Mar-a-Lago estate. Now, the report shows they found 33 boxes with more than 100 classified records in them, many clearly marked as classified. They also found classified documents stored away away in a drawer in Trump's office. Now, this all comes after Trump added former Florida Solicitor General Chris Geist to his legal team. The former president's request to have a third party investigate the FBI search was also recently approved. The DOJ is submitting a lengthy argument against that request. And it's all an important legal step, but Democrats say the focus should remain on Trump's actions.
It doesn't take away from the underlying questions that we have about why all these classified documents were carted away, hundreds, including ones related to clandestine sources, and why Donald Trump didn't just return them when he was asked repeatedly.
Now, we are expecting a hearing to be happening this Thursday on this whole situation. We'll, of course, be following that very closely, but stick with us throughout the morning as we dig into that timeline and detail what else we're learning from this report. Erica, we will send it back to you.
All right, Julia, thanks so much. Yeah, we'll continue to check in with you throughout the morning. Well, meantime, new overnight, a Naugatuck police officer has been injured after a driver of a stolen vehicle crashed into their cruiser. Police say it happened on Elm Street Tuesday afternoon. After hitting the cruiser, the person in the stolen vehicle ran away but was quickly taken into custody. The officer in the cruiser was taken to the hospital to be treated for minor injuries.
Now, this morning, the Connecticut State Police wants to warn all of you out there of scams involving cryptocurrency. If you decide to invest in crypto coins, always use a trusted major exchange. If some third party winds up sending you to a cryptocurrency ATM, they say it is almost certainly a scam. Also, they say, be aware of text messages from unknown numbers making crypto offers. And if you think you've been scammed or somebody's currently trying to scam you, report it immediately to your local police department or the state police.
New details this morning into the arrests of 4 school employees that allegedly covered up a former teacher's sexual misconduct. 4 employees at Plymouth Center School in Plymouth were recently arrested for allegedly hiding the acts of former teacher James Eschert. Eschert was only reported to DCF by a principal of a separate school, despite him being accused of abusing more than a dozen girls over several years. Now, the arrest warrants show that former principal Sherry Turner and Crystal Collins fielded emails from parents asking if their children could be switched out of Eschert's class. The warrants also show that students told Turner about the abuse and inappropriate touching, to which Turner replied, quote, "We'll work on it." Fox 61 talked with parents at the school who had Eschert as a teacher.
I remembered something that my son said to me back when he was in his class. He was having problems with some assignments. He didn't do a couple of assignments. And I asked him, I said, isn't your teacher going to be mad at you that you didn't do that? And he said, no, Mr. Eschert really only pays attention to the girls.
Now, it was also revealed that Eschert had a clean file with human resources at the Plymouth school, and that he is under investigation with the State Department of Education for allegedly giving out answers for standardized tests to female students. Happening today, people all around the world and across our state are going to remember the lives lost to overdoses.
Yeah, on this International Overdose Awareness Day, people are looking for answers on how to stop this epidemic. Last year, there were 1,524 drug overdose deaths in Connecticut. But advocates believe there are solutions to the issue, and there's one they're pushing for. They're calling for Connecticut to take the lead on opening overdose prevention centers. Right now, they only exist in the U.S., in New York City, but they've been operating in other countries for years. The concept is to provide a clean, safe space for people to use drugs with staff on hand ready to step in and prevent any overdoses.
An overdose prevention center is just in line with how we treat every other illness in America. It's basically just playing catch up to the accepted standard for treating any other type of patient.
As you can imagine, this is controversial, and advocates say a lot of the concerns they've heard is that overdose prevention centers would only encourage more drug use or that they would bring crime to that area. But they say they're just trying to find something that works.
These are public health responses. The most effective public health responses are not favorable. We're failing, and it's primarily because of fear. We have to think outside the box.
Now, while Connecticut does not have these centers, we do have harm reduction facilities and syringe service programs, including one in Hartford that residents can use.
Well, happening today, there are going to be several events to recognize International Overdose Awareness Day, including a remembrance ceremony at the state capitol at noon today. Lawmakers, including the governor, will be on hand with advocates to recognize the lives lost and to encourage anyone who needs help to get it. At noon today on the New Haven Green, there will be a vigil honoring the lives lost and a health and wellness fair to highlight resources available from treatment organizations. And this morning in Manchester, the Root Center for Advanced Recovery will unveil their memorial garden that will also honor lives lost to overdoses. That event is starting at 11 a.m.